Good afternoon, y'all. Saturday, April 25th at 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's about 1:17. Day 40 of social distancing as well as working from home. So today is Saturday, and this week, let me tell ya, it was just the laziest week that I think I've ever had while I've been social distancing. I feel like a sack of potatoes. I have been feeling that way for a good amount of time. There's like, my bed's just not made. Like, I'm making this a huger deal than it probably actually is, but I'm just like, I want everything to be sparkling clean. I have not taken out the trash today yet. I vacuumed a little bit, made sure that the Roomba was able to get where it needed to go. So I just like took everything like off of the ground. I need to clean my dishes. I don't want to do that. And also I'm going to make sure that I start doing a little more of my Java exercises. As some of you know, if you read the description box or whatever, I'm a software engineer, but I am more versed in JavaScript than I am in Java. And so there are times where I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing at all. And I feel kind of gross when I don't know. So I need to be a little bit more disciplined when I'm trying to figure out what I need to do when it comes to object-oriented programming. So we're going to be looking at some Java exercises today after I get this video edited and uploaded. And then I'm going to have a virtual happy hour with some of my coworkers. So I'm really excited about that. That will be really fun because that's what I needed. I slept Friday for about 12 hours and I cut my date with Cody short. And I'm a little upset about that with myself, but I made sure that we did our morning meditation today. We woke up at 6 and did that, and then we talked for a good maybe 3-4 hours because we actually hadn't talked to each other in 2 days. So I had basically stayed up for 2 nights in a row just to make sure that this got done. And he was like, please go to sleep because you look exhausted. So shout out to you for not being mad. So for right now, I think I'm just going to focus on doing the little bit of cleaning. I really just don't want to do my dishes. So I'm going to procrastinate on that longer until my friends tell me you need to do your fucking dishes. So I'm going to do that. Let's do it. So I'm also gonna plan on stopping at the bodega near my house so that I can hopefully get some more Cheez-Its, just some other salty snacks in here, maybe some spreadable cheese, as well as cross fingers for me, guys. More bubbly water, more Perrier or whatever. I will be considering probably getting more than 2 cases next time that I go shopping, but I need my bubbly water, guys. That is the closest thing that I will choose to drink before soda. So I found this little baby near our garbage or dumpster, and I'm so sad because I would definitely take this nice cute table. It looks like a coffee table, but I don't have anywhere to put this. I'm so sad. This looks so cute. I think it would look really good with the interior. I would have to cut this in half or something to like actually make it fit to what I want it. So, oh well. Went on an adventure and came back with the goodies. This is why I love my bodega really close to me in my neighborhood because they just always have stuff. They're just always in supply of things that I need, things that I didn't realize that I needed. So I got my chips. I got some of these. Oh, I love these. These are the best Cheetos. Fight me. These are great. I got my Laughing Cow cheese and my crackers. Get them out. Nice Triscuit crackers. And I've been I've been craving some like White Castle burgers, those little like microwave ones, and then I got some San Pellegrino. Excuse me, San Pellegrino for my wine. I would like to put that in like a little spritzer, so I probably will do that today. I got some disinfecting wipes. I haven't seen those in forever. And then coming through, coming clutch, dude. They had a bunch of Perrier, and they had so many in stock. So the store owner knows that I absolutely love Perrier, and he was like, you know what? Nobody buys this stuff anyway, so just make sure that you take it. I can get more. I have where I can buy as many as you like, so come on over and make sure you get them. So thank you. I really appreciate you so much, and today is already a great day, just already. While I'm thinking about it, because it's just about time for lunch, and I'm hungry, I am thinking about putting on this beautiful, beautiful steak that I got in one of those little boxes from HelloFresh at Target. I got one of the little sample boxes at Target, and it was dinner for two, and it was like steak and russet potatoes with some string beans. Oh my goodness. Let me tell ya. So I decided to put the other steak in some marinade that came with the package. It's frozen right now, but the last time that I had the first half of the steak, my goodness, guys, it was so good. It was very lean. There's hardly any fat on this. I made sure that I put in some garlic salt, some pepper. I put a little bit of olive oil, as well as there was like a little like a meat sauce with this. And I put in the marinade. Oh, I also put apple cider vinegar on this as well. And I put it in the oven for about maybe 30 minutes at about 350 degrees and just like let it sit there. Oh my goodness. This was so juicy. It cut so clean, and just chef's kiss. This was so great. .21 p.m. on April 27th. Basically, by 11 o'clock today, I had sat at my desk, started looking at some unit tests for my story that needs to get in. I had taken a couple of days to make sure that I had everything I needed right, and I said that I was going to make sure that I had everything good for a pull request today, and now I am just sitting here on my couch right now, just feeling all sorts of stupid. You know how in Endgame, after the snap and everybody went to the fun group therapy things and looked depressed and sad and everything was gray and not normal and just disgusting looking? That's how I feel today. I am starting to take on some symptoms of migraines, which is fantastic, as well as just you know, feeling like that sack of potato garbage shit that I just talked about. It's fine. By the time that you guys see this, I will have put out my first skit, which I'm super excited about, which talks a lot about how I've been feeling and how hopefully you guys aren't feeling the same way, but I'm sure that you are, which I'm so sorry. Today has just been one of those days where I kind of went down a spiral of looking at my pull requests, looking at all the test cases that I feel like I've failed to do correctly, and then start really wondering how I've been doing when it comes to these YouTube videos, and just going down that like spiral of comparison death. Now just kind of looking at all of the really cool things that other people have made and saying like, oh man, I wish I could make stuff like that. I wish I could do all this cool stuff like that. And comparison really is like the death of just inspiration and ideas and fun things, as well as kind of comparing myself to a couple of other like developers and people that I know that are on Twitter and just my communities and things. Like, I was just like, I'm doing way too much, or am I not doing enough? And that had me just very tired. I want to be able to hug my mom, and even though she's got time to do a lot of things while I'm stuck in the house and things, it just kind of sucks that I'm not able to see her and not able to see anybody. And by the way, shout out to Britt. Thank you so much for having me as a pen pal. I really needed this little note today, and I freaking love that she sent a scratch and sniff stamp. So I've been sniffing it since I got it, since she told me in her letter. I just love snail mail. This is something that I really needed to see and just to read today. I just needed that little like companionship, just to kind of know that I'm not the only one like trying to innovate and trying to make sure that I'm doing well when it comes to working from home with all of this. So thank you so much, Britt. I really, really needed this today. Shout out to you, and I cannot wait to see you next.
Ryan Litzel.
Today just to feel a little bit better about my skin, like not breaking out too much. I've felt a nice bit of fun things going on at the bottom of my chin and then like near my nose and everything. So I've been using this oil-free acne wash cream cleanser from Neutrogena. I really like that. I use that every day, as well as this rose quartz and charcoal thing, scrub, whatever it is. Great for oily skin. Sometimes I have oily skin at the top and then like really dry skin at the bottom of my face. So that's been really nice to kind of get a nice moisturized balance between both of these. I use them both every day. Then once my face is dry, I can put on this Visibly Even Daily Moisturizer. So that's from Neutrogena, as well as this Hydro Boost with hyaluronic acid. I've really been liking the results of these two products together. I just put a little dab of this as well as a mixture of this on my face every day. Just make sure that that's on. And I'm also using the Hydro Boost face mask right now. I only use the face mask maybe once every month. Yeah, once every month. And then I just use these two products for every day for my face. little skincare routine is just simple enough for where I can remember everything that I need to do and works, I'm sure, as effectively as any other type of skincare regimen that has all these products. But my secret is drinking a lot of water, trying not to stress myself out, taking vitamins, and making sure that I cleanse my skin every day, even if it's just with a little bit of hot water, not doing too much when it comes to products on my skin. So that's why I only do the little face mask maybe once a month. Everybody's skin is totally different, so you do what you need to do to make sure that your skin on your face is fresh and dewy and makes you happy. Okay. I have noticed a lot more lately that I am trying to put way more on my plate than I would normally do. Now that I just have this abundance of time being able to stay home, I have been privileged enough to have a job where I am contributing to something larger. I am able to work from home in the first place, and a lot of people don't. And so that has made me feel like I don't have a right to feel the way that I'm feeling with this kind of overwhelming change. And this change there's been so many like little small changes that have kind of affected my life from Thanksgiving going into right now in this moment. And so there's just been kind of like everything has been just back to 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 back. And I'm so tired of all the like little changes, because that really does have all the ripple effects of me trying to figure out how to really just kind of go with the flow with the changes. There's just been so much, and I feel really silly having to comment or complain about it, because I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the home that I have. I'm grateful for the money that I'm able to make. I'm grateful for being able to work from home. I'm grateful that my family is safe. I'm grateful that my friends are safe. But it still feels like somewhere in there where I shouldn't feel bad. I shouldn't feel this laziness. I shouldn't feel this sense of guilt and a little bit of depression in there. I got off the phone with my mentor, and she was saying that, kind of welcome to my world when it comes to remote work, for one. And me, from her perspective, me having to enjoy this time of remote work, it means that it's time to start trying to really figure out like how I can be a bit more present when it comes to this opportunity, trying to find those little ways to just be okay with whatever is going on when it comes to my objectives for the day, and being okay with trying to schedule out my goals to just kind of fit my mood and try and figure out how I can go from there. And also that we're all experiencing these kind of feelings in different ways. And so it doesn't make sense to try and compare what I've been feeling so far to any other person that's going through any different or the same type of experience, because it's from their perspective and this is my perspective. But I've been feeling really small, and I've been feeling really tired. Tired is a great word for it. And so that's made me kind of withdraw when it comes to communication from a lot of people. And I'm sorry about that. I am not very good with sudden changes when like I like my routine, I'm comfortable with it. And knowing that I was able to work from home early enough gave me the time to kind of prepare for that change. And so with all of these like different changes that have been happening from the winter until now, it's just like boom, 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 has left me feeling very overwhelmed and just like unprepared for what is supposed to be happening. These changes aren't in my control, just to see the positive in it. And if there is something that I really don't like about it, then that means that I need to either change my perspective or try and change my environment to make it just a little bit more, just a little bit easier, just a little bit more tolerable. Tolerable is a bad word. Just a little bit easier for myself to make sure that Sidney is happy. Those are my feelings right now. There's just a lot of things that I am grateful for, but just feel gross about having right now when there are a lot of people out there that don't have the same opportunities. So that is my 2 cents, and I guess I need to stop comparing my experience to others. I think that I have a better path now that I've sat down and talked. So thank you. I appreciate your perspective, Heather, because you work from home, and it's just nice to see you thriving, and just I want to be like you when I grow up to be your age. So just not given a hot fuck about anything and just wanting to travel and wanting to just be you. That is exactly what I want, being an engineer, being an educator, being a YouTuber. So yeah, we're just gonna go from there and reflect on that, and also look at Java.